Anyway, that's where I'm going. Anyway, so just to continue on with this Republican tough guy shit that they all got, we got to be tough guys. We got to be tough guys. Here was the Senate Health Committee hearing. This is the Senate Health Committee hearing. And this guy, Wayne Mullin, who's a senator, picked a fight with the Teamster. This is the second time he's done it. We covered it the first time. But he does it again, and it's just so pathetic. I mean, the guy is such a freaking wuss. Oops, here, let me.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just to get a little factual on what Mr. O'Brien just said about right to work states versus forced work states. According to the compensation data report of the U.S. Commerce Department, an average salary for private sector employee in 2019 was $4,000 higher than the average employee in forced union states, stating that right to work states pay more. Now, if we also want to break this down,
that's actually not true, but it depends on how you run the numbers.
On the statistics, which was quoted earlier by Mr. O'Brien about wage differences. If you talk to the Bureau of Labor Statistics in non-union jobs, their average salaries raised 14.6% compared to 11% wage increase on unionized workers from 2020 to 2023. If you go back to the percentage of union workers, because if unions was working so well, then you'd see an increase in union jobs, not a decrease. 50 years ago, 33%.
That's not true, though. So there's a lot of bullshit here. One, union members make more money. That's just, oh, bless you. That's just a fact, right? We've covered this before. I don't feel like I need to cover it again, but union members make more money. The reason union membership has gone down over the last 50 years is because there's been a concerted effort on the right, and especially during the Reagan administration and the Bush administration and Bush Jr. and Trump, bless you again, to try and do this, what's called right to work states or right to work laws, which weaken what unions can do and how much negotiating power they have. And to do that, what ends up happening is the unions go away, you don't have collective bargaining anymore. So now, if I'm a business owner, I'm very interested in that because I don't have to deal with a union. I can just pay my workers directly. And when I do that, I can pay them a lot lower and get away with it because they don't have the ability to combine their strength together and go, hey, we want more money.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, if it's one guy coming up to me and saying, I want more money, I can say, get the fuck out. But if it's 50% of my...
Or you can raise to one guy instead of all of them.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, but yeah, like if half my staff comes up and their union member leader comes up and says, well, half your staff is going to strike if you don't raise their wages, now I'm kind of in a bind. Right? That's the whole point of a union is strength in numbers. Right? That's how labor works. So this is all kind of bullshit that he's spitting, but this is all going to build up to what's really bugging him. Because he is very anti-union. This guy's a douchebag.
Percent of our labor force was union. Today, it's 10.1%. If you go back and you start looking at wage earned, if you actually compare comparable wages to ages, not a partisan point, but you go to all wages earned, not just comparing 16 and over to 54 to 64-year-old ages, you'll see that the actual average, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, that if you subtract the union dues, it's actually higher. Non-union employees are getting paid by roughly 1 to 2%, which is exactly what union dues are, is 1 to 2% of their salary. So I just wanted to set the record straight on that, and that's coming from statistics. All right. Now let's talk about Mr. O'Brien himself.
What statistics?
Everybody knows this. Here, the last time, him and I kind of had a back and forth.
It's like all those quite different.
Yeah, but watch this though. Here it comes.
But after you left here, you got pretty excited about the keyboard. In fact, you tweeted at me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And let me read what the last one said. It said, greedy CEO who pretends like he's self-made. Sorry, I wish he was in the truck with me when I was building.
Oh, hang on. Why did that freeze on me?
He's self-made. Sorry, I wish he was in the truck with me when I was building my plumbing company myself. And my wife was...
Okay, I want to clarify a couple... Before we get any further. want to clarify a couple things. So his self-made, working hard to build his plumbing business. He inherited his plumbing business from his father when he was 20. He ended up last time they had this conversation, we watched this, and he said he was only making $50,000 a year. That's what he was paying himself as the owner of the plumbing company. That might be true, but he was taking in as an owner almost $2 million a year. So that was deceptive. Right. That was misleading. On top of the fact, he sold that business for like $31 million. So this self-made shit is crap. He's not. And that was what the union guy was making fun of him for. Plus, I love the fact that you tweeted at me 5 times 11 months ago, and you're still. Why do you give a shit, dude? Let it go. He's still worked. That's what he's all worked up about. You tweeted at me.
Oh my goodness.
Calling me a fraud. Yeah, because you're a fraud.
Running the office, because I sure remember working pretty hard, long hours. Pretends like he's self-made. What a clown. Fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. You want to run your mouth? We can be 2 consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
We'll stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold
Big
on.
guy.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your solution or your
Hold
problem?
it. No, sit down. You're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Okay.
Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond?
Hold it. We can't. No, I have.
And of course, Bernie Sanders says, no, sit down, shut up. Shut up, you're a senator.
Wow. I mean,
go.
This is like the worst of high school.
But that's
not even normal high school, because I wouldn't throw my kids under the bus like that. They're not doing all that sort of thing on the regular. But it is like the worst of high school.
Well, here's the thing: it's like I don't. You have to be. You don't pick a fight with a Teamster over labor, because they're used to having to fight or play dirty because they have to. That's part of that job, right?
Right.
Oh man, but yeah, he's such a. But he's got a posture. It's like, dude, you're a senator. You have the power. Just shut the fuck up. Just ask him questions, make your points, move on. Why? But he's got to do this because he's got to look cool. But he just looks like a pussy. And the whole thing, it's like, because how quickly there's like, all right, let's do it. And he stands up and he's like trying to take his wedding ring off. And then Bernie just goes, sit down. And he sits down. That would be like me going to a bar and trying to pick a fight and going, all right, I'll take you. Let's go outside right now. Anytime, any place, right? And the guy's like, cool, I'll take you anytime, any place. And I'm like, all right, Lacey, hold me back, because he said he wants to go outside. Pretend to hold me back, Lacey.
Come on. Grab my arms like you mean it.
I just want to look like I'm tough. I don't want to actually get into a fight.
I'm sorry.
This is what he said.
You'll have your time.
Okay.
Can I respond?
Oh, no, you can't. This is a hearing. And God knows the American people have enough contempt for Congress. Let's not.
I don't like thugs and bullies.
I
don't like you because you just described yourself.
Hold it. You have the mic. You have time.
All right,
your statement.
Then let's do this, because I did challenge you and I accepted your challenge, and you went quiet.
No, I didn't go quiet. You challenged me to a cage match, acting like a 12-year-old. So
Did you see the guys in the background?
Yeah.
The 2 union workers are fucking cracking up.
I will say exactly.
Senator Mullin, I have the mic. You have questions on any economic issues, anything that said, go for it. We're not here to talk about physical abuse. We're not talking about. Of course,
and let me show you his hearing, because I want to expose this thug to who he is. And
you don't point to me. That's disrespectful.
I don't care about respecting you at all. I
don't respect you at all.
So, hold it. No.
You don't want
So
to
hold
hire
it,
the most
hold
elite
it,
people
please.
acted.
Please,
No,
All right.
poor mom.
this is excuse me. This is a hearing to discuss economic issues. All right, if you have questions for Mr. O'Brien or anybody else on what he has said, go for it. But we're not here to talk about fights or anything else.
I'm quoting exactly what he said.
You can say what you want.
This is your witness
This
you
is
brought.
my
And
witness.
I'm exposing him
You can
as a
talk
person
anything
who
you
he
want.
is. So in
But no
2013,
Nope.
in 2013, O'Brien was suspended by the Teamsters for intimidating your own members. In 2014, you were part of, what would you say, organizing the harassment and intimidation of the Top Shelf crew.
Chef, not chef.
Top Shelf. Okay.
Like how he doesn't even deny
I
it.
think in the reports it says sexual, racist, and homophobic slurs and death threats. 14 tires were sliced, and 5 Teamsters were arrested. And you said, "Well, I had nothing to do with it." But however, in that same statement, he said, "But if I get called to testify, I'll plead the fifth." This is a witness you brought in here. In 2017, you were removed as lead negotiator by then President Hoffa for UPS for your actions. And then in 22, when this guy was elected, what he said after he got elected was he wanted to bring a mob mentality back to the Teamsters. This is your guy.
And you're obviously going to give him a chance to respond to your question.
Absolutely, because this is my question. Because you called me out. I didn't call you out. You said anytime, any place.
Let's get the record straight.
Just hold it. No.
Hold on.
Senator Mullin, do you have a question for the witness? Okay, let's hear it.
So, anytime, any place.
Oh, fucking come on.
April is a charity event.
No, that's not. No.
It's just, he won't lay off it. He challenged me to a fight. Dude, this is a health committee hearing on health benefits for workers. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, it seems like they want to damage each other's health, which is super ironic in the health committee meeting.
Right.
Let's see how well your insurance works.
Oh, yeah. People were threatened and slashing tires, and I'm like, yeah. Have you ever seen like what employers do when they're trying to union bust? This shit goes both ways. I mean, yeah. Anyway, he's just such a wuss. Nope, he's not a self-made man. It was all bullshit. But it's like, yeah, if you guys remember, and I know Lacey remembers, we watched the initial hearing between when they first got into this thing. It was the Senator Wayne Mullin that challenged the Teamster to a fight. So he started this shit, and this guy's just continuing it. But it cracks me up because I love the union guys in the background just laughing their asses off. Because the Senator Wayne Mullin says again, that's why they hire him to do this, to be a prick, to pick a fight with management. That's his job. So I don't know if you had any closing thoughts on that, but yeah, no, it's just macho tough guy shit.
Well, quite frankly, I didn't